Thank you all for dropping questions in here. I see several. Jesse said, let's say you pull a list of 5,000. Do you mail all 5,000 records or you filter out no address, duplicates? Okay. Yes, Jesse, always filter before you pull your list. Like you'll want to get duplicates out. You'll want to get the ones with no address out, no owner name. There are other things that I like to take out also, like if there's the municipality name, like if it's in Scott County, then anything that has the word county in it as an owner, I always take that out. If it's a school, if it's a utility, you really, especially in the beginning, you really want to comb through your list. Take the time to do that because it's worthwhile. Do not eliminate the companies, though. I have one company that I responded to, and they said, if you purchase, they liked the price that I gave them, which, our price is like 25% of retail. They wanted to contract that price, and then they said, and by the way, we have 100 other properties. So right now I'm waiting to find out, if they're going to let us offer on all of those. I mean, I don't know yet if that'll happen, but it just shows you that, don't eliminate the corporations, the LLCs, because sometimes, even though they're investors, they'll deal with you. So I hope that helps. Heidi, I'm sorry you're having trouble with the video. I hope my internet is okay. Thomas, do you do local, virtual, or both? I mean, I guess both. I don't ever go to the property, so I would say everything I'm doing is online and virtual. Let's see, it keeps jumping around. Let's see, is it really possible, Michelle Richardson, hi, is it really possible to be successfully or profitable to maintain land flipping business while working 50 hours a week and then transition to land full time? And do you have both a buyer's and seller's website? Michelle, yeah, you're wanting to transition out of your W-2 job. So yes, I would say it is possible. You just have to be very good about structuring your time. So yeah, you can send mail out and work on that on the nights and weekends because that's just going out in the mail, right? But then when the calls come in, you won't have time to call them back while you're at work. So just set aside an hour, a day to return phone calls. I think that is sufficient. That is okay. And then also you can say, maybe at lunchtime, you can respond to all the written requests like emails or text messages. Just have a pre-planned response that you just copy and paste to everyone, the same information. You can replace your income. You can totally replace your income with this business because I'm making 100% ROI or more on every deal. And then, yes, I do have both buyers and sellers website, but you don't have to. I have one friend who's been in land investing for a few years, and he doesn't even have a website, and he's still very successful. So don't put pressure on yourself. And if you had to pick one, I'd pick with the seller's website. I think, I use my selling website the most. And really, I think it's a good idea to have a seller's website. I don't know how my friend does it that way, but he does. Thomas, how much mail do you send out weekly? I send out 3,000 letters a week. And do I answer my calls or have Pat Live? Okay, so I've just recently started using Pat Live just only for buyer inquiries because I am using my website to try to talk to prospects online. And so everything I know about a property is on my website. So I really don't want to talk to all the buyers that call and haven't looked at my website. So I'm using Pat Live to direct people to the website, and then I'm still speaking to all my seller prospects myself because to me that's the most important person I need to be speaking with. Not that it's not important to talk to the buyers, it is, but I want the buyers to filter themselves and then just come to me when they're ready to make an offer because everything I know is online. And I have an assistant that will call and speak to buyers if they just have to talk to a person, and there are some like that, so I should add that too. But I always talk to the sellers myself because that's my inventory, right? That's my whole business. So I am answering those seller calls myself, and sometimes, honestly, I don't get back to them right away because I get busy, and they are very important, but I try to just return calls once a day or twice a day, just depending on what I have going on. But I set aside, a time where I can go sit by myself and make phone calls. Um, Great questions. Mills, hi. Are you selling to individual buyers or national buyers? I think you mean corporate. I'm not sure, but individual buyers is how I answer that. And Heidi Walker, so did you say that you're sending out blind offers? The video was choppy. Okay, yes, I send out blind offers. I always send blind offers. Okay, let's see. Okay, I had a good question from Andy Fitzsimmons, and I said I would respond to this during this live. He said, do you ever buy land that doesn't have access? And if so, what do you typically offer if you're offering 25% retail for land with access? Well, the truth is, I still offer the same amount. And we do get involved with landlocked property. The first step is to check to see if there's a deeded easement, and if there is, you're gold. Okay, you're golden, there's nothing else to worry about. But sometimes there is no deeded easement, and in that case, you can contact neighbors and ask them to sell you a right-of-way across their property. And if that doesn't work, you can file an action with the court for an easement by necessity. Now, I don't usually go to all that trouble. Typically, I'll put it under contract to purchase, and then I'll market it for sale to try to gauge interest. And then I'll just double close or simultaneously close on it. If there's a lot of profit potential, it could be worth the effort, so just take it case by case. Thank you, Andy, for the question. I saw one question from Jordan, how many letters to get a deal? And Jordan, that's a great question, because I'm targeting retail price of a minimum of $40,000. So those are considered bigger deals. And so I would say for every 2,000 letters I'm sending, I'm getting between 1 and 3 deals out of it. And then my average deal profit is $35,000. So it's pretty good return. Let's see. Any other questions here? You know, I think I'll wrap it up here, but just to say the key to my success has just been consistent daily action. I send mail out each and every week without fail. That is the key. And if you take the steps, if you send the mail, you will find success. There is no doubt about it. It's a proven model. You'll send the mail and you'll find deals. You can start as small or as large as you would like. Like I said, I'm doing larger deals, and my criteria is a minimum of $40,000 in retail profit or retail value. And so but you don't have to do that, because that means my offer price is at least $10,000, because I'm offering 25% of retail. So if you don't have that much to spend or don't have access to funds, then you can start a lot smaller. There are inexpensive properties in every state. You can invest your own money, or you can use one of dozens of investment options like a double close, and that's without risking any of your own money. Florida, I know, does allow double closes, and so a lot of people go to Florida to do deals because, one, there's a lot of people moving to Florida right now, and two, you can do a double close. And a double close just means you're allowed to use the end buyer's money to fund the purchase from the seller without having to disclose that you're doing that. All right, let me see a couple more questions, and then I'm going to have to go because we're going to lunch in Minneapolis. We're going to Prior Lake, if anybody knows the area. Okay, let's see. Hope I'm answering everyone's questions. Oh, okay. Here's a good question. What happens if after you go into contract, then you can't find a buyer? That is a great question. So I go under contract. I have about 6 months to close with my seller. And if I am not able to find a buyer in that amount of time, I will ask for an extension. And then I'll do an extension agreement. Not everyone will give me an extension, but that's what I've been doing. Or I'll do like a fire sale, and everybody who ever inquired about the property, I'll call them and be like, look, it's gone off the market. So put your offer in now, and let's make a deal. Sometimes that works too. Listen, if you have any questions or you want to talk with me one-on-one, go ahead and sign up for a 15-minute meeting with me. It's free. I'm just interested to hear more about your goals and where you're stuck so I can help you move forward. Just look for the Calendly link in this to schedule that with me. It's up in the announcement tab at the top of this page. And I'd love to hear about your business and help you move forward. You can also send me a private message or post to this Land Flipping 101 group. And let's get your real estate investing business moving forward. You can do this, and I will help you. And so thanks for joining today. See you soon.